Hey there, today I'm going to be making an oven fried chicken tender. This is going to be, instead of, cooking them in grease, we're going to bake them. So to make them taste good, we're going to need to marinate them. So I just have, let's see, what size do I have here? I guess this is about, doesn't say. This is my package of chicken tenders that I got on sale, and that's something you can always look for is, sometimes they'll mark them down because they need to be sold or frozen by a certain date, and that's what these were. So I saved $2.06. So I would say this is probably about 20 ounces of chicken tenders. I don't know how many. And you hear all that walking around, that's my bird in the background being nosy about what I'm doing. So anyways, to marinate these, and you want to marinate them for at least a couple of hours. And what I do is I add some Hellmann's olive oil, mayonnaise, and we're not going to use all this, but we're going to marinate in there. So just put a big gulp down in there. No measuring because you're just going to eyeball this anyways. So I would say that's probably about 3/4 of a cup full. And then you want to put a good amount of Louisiana style hot sauce. And depending on how spicy you want them, that's how much you're going to add. And I like mine spicy. So do my kids and my husband. So I'm going to add a good amount. And this is just going to be the marinade, remember. And it's going to help the light breading that we're going to put on there stick as well. So you can start off with, I don't know, maybe equal parts, about 3/4 of a cup of the hot sauce. You just want to whisk it around. And get it all mixed up. You don't want to see any clumps. Candy, knock it off. No clumps of mayonnaise in here, so just whisk it really good. And if you see, I have my gloves on because if you know me well, you know I don't like touching raw chicken with my hands. I don't know. Not only does it feel funny, but it's just easier not to cross-contaminate anything when you just toss your gloves afterwards. So that looks good, but I am going to add just a little more because I want it just a little oranger. And I'm also going to add some fresh cracked black pepper because I really want these to be spicy. Today's one of those days that I just want some spice in my life. So a good amount of black pepper, and then keep mixing. And that's all you're going to add to this. Hello? Knock it off. That's all you're going to add to this for now. Yeah, she's inside because we had the hurricane that never showed up here, which I'm not upset about that, by the way. I'm glad, but that's what I'm looking for. And I'm going to add my chicken tenders. And break them up. They're still slightly frozen. So I took them out today, but that's okay. So let's see, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12 tenders, which is perfect. And you want to get them all nice and evenly coated with your marinade here. And since they're still slightly frozen, not a whole lot, not all of them, I'm going to leave them sitting out. I'm going to cover them with some plastic wrap. And I'm just going to leave them sitting out here on my counter. And when I'm ready for the next step, I'll be back to show you. Okay, I'm back. And my tenders have been marinating for a couple of hours. And I'm gonna be making tenders for me, and I'm gonna be making tenders for my family. So they're gonna be made two different kind of ways, which this is a good video to show for those who are, you know, going without as many carbs as possible, which is me, and those who eat as many carbs as they want, which is my family. So anyways, the video earlier, I marinated my chicken, and this is what it looks like, all nice and marinated. And what I'm gonna do first is mine to show you, and I'm gonna try to eat 2 tenders, but I don't know if that's gonna work out. But anyways, all I have is just some grated Parmesan cheese. So I'm gonna take a tender and pull it out of the marinade, and I'm gonna leave some of that marinade on there. Toss it around. I hope this is in frame where it's coming out. Let me take a look really quick. Okay, good. So you can see it. So I'm gonna flip it around and get it nice and coated with the Parmesan cheese. And I'm gonna take it and just place it on a lined baking sheet here, just like that. So let me find a small one. And I guess this is about as small as I'm gonna get here. Do the same thing with this one. I doubt I'll be able to eat 2 of them, but I'm gonna try. Nice and coated with the Parmesan. And that's it. Lay it down right next to this one. And now for everybody else, I have Parmesan and panko breadcrumbs, and I've already mixed them all in. So I'm just gonna do the same thing. Get them nice and coated. Lay them on the pan. And that marinade with the hot sauce and the mayonnaise is gonna help them get nice and crispy. And they're gonna have a great flavor too. I have had this combination before. You see the difference in mine and theirs, but mine will be just as good without all the carbs. I have a little fruit fly flying around that's driving me nuts. That's the price you pay for having all these fruit trees in your yard. And while I'm doing this, I'll tell you about the fries. Get out of here. I'm using seasoned fries that I got from Aldi, and the whole bag was like, I don't know, $1.39 or something like that on sale, which is a great buy. So altogether, not counting, you know, the breadcrumbs and all this other stuff, it's like $6 for this whole entire meal. You know, the breadcrumbs I've had for a while, so just stuff I've had around the house. Anyways, what I was telling you about the fries is I let those defrost because I'm gonna bake those as well. So I let those defrost and they'll cook a whole lot quicker. And I've lined a baking sheet just like I did this one for the chicken. Lined a baking sheet. I sprayed a little non-stick cooking spray on there just like I did with this. And put the fries on there. And I'm gonna show you, you wanna make sure that you spread them out. I'm gonna show you what I've done. So these are all breaded and they look good. I can tell that they're gonna be nice and crispy. And this little guy, why leave him out? Put him on there too. Let me take off my yuck gloves. Move all this out. And you see you still have a whole bunch of this left over. So yeah, it looked like, you know, you're throwing in a bunch of mayonnaise and, you know, whatever. Is mayonnaise that good for you? No, it's not. But I've done what I could. I've used olive oil mayonnaise and, you know, just to get it coated. So this is what the chicken tenders look like. And they're gonna go in a preheated oven, 425, roughly about 25 minutes or so until they're nice and golden brown. Flip them once, halfway through, just to make sure that they're cooking evenly on both sides. So I'm gonna put these to the side. I'm gonna show you what I've done with the fries. I've done the same thing. And here's another thing, you know, cleanup is gonna be really quick because I've lined both of my pans here. So little cooking spray on the bottom, and then I'm gonna take a little cooking spray and just go over the top. And that's gonna help get them really crispy and in the oven. And we're not deep frying, so we're cutting the fat here, but we're still gonna have nice crunchy French fries, chicken tenders, no frying whatsoever. So I'll show you pictures when we're done, and I hope you try it and tell me what you think.